The next week, when I was on the midnight to 8 a.m. shift, I was asked to see a patient. The head nurse said, quote, "The police found him lying in an alley, dead drunk, about 5:30 a.m. Male drunks who were otherwise okay were placed in a special room with many cots to sleep off the alcohol, and then returned to the streets in the morning. In the morning there were often battles in there about which underwear and clothing belonged to whom. I was told about the drunk and went in to just examine another drunk. But there was no odor of alcohol. He was in coma. There were no localizing neurological findings. The pupils of his eyes responded to light and dark normally. His reflexes were equal on both sides. The Babitsky exam consists of running a key or other such object against the outside part of the sole from heel to toes. If the great toe bends down, things are okay. If there is brain damage on the right, the left great toe will go up, or vice versa." I emptied his pockets and found his rosary beads, prayer book, and wallet. In his wallet I found a newspaper clipping about a man being mugged, robbed, and knocked unconscious about 10 days before. I looked at the name on his license and found he was that man. I called the neurosurgeons. After x-rays suggested blood on the right side of the brain, they drilled a hole in his skull and drained out a subdural hematoma. That is blood in his skull pressing on his brain. When I identified who he was, the police went to his home and brought in his wife. She told us he had been on his way to church for a very early daily mass before work, which was his custom. He had been complaining of headache, dizziness since his mugging. He too made a full recovery, and so it still goes to this day in the Boston Medical Center, the successor to the Boston City Hospital.